We've all seen the memes. One minute, you're in the middle of a high-stakes, high-adrenaline pursuit of desire. The next, you're staring at the ceiling, suddenly struck by the realization that you need to start a retirement fund, or that movie you were just watching is actually just terrible. It's called post-nut clarity. But is it just an internet joke? Or is it something actually happening to your brain the moment you cross the finish line? Today, we're diving into the biological reset button that changes how you see the world. Welcome back to Perspectives of Jerry. Today, we're going to break down the neurochemical cocktail that makes this happen, from the prolactin spike to the reactivation of your brain's logic centers. But before we get into the heavy science, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the algorithm push these deep dives to more people. And if you're finding this perspective valuable, you can always support my work directly by going to buymeacoffee.com. I'll link it in the description below. Now, let's talk about why your brain suddenly decides to become a philosopher the second you are done. To understand the clarity, you first have to understand the cloud. During arousal, your brain isn't running on logic. It's running on a primitive reward system. Your orbitofrontal cortex, the part of the brain that is responsible for reasoning and social judgment, actually dampens this activity. Or dampens its activity. There we go. Meanwhile, your system is flooded with dopamine, the chase chemical, and oxytocin. This creates a state of tunnel vision, where your only goal is the immediate reward. Evolutionarily, oh wow, that's a terrible word. For evolution, this was great. It kept our ancestors focused on reproduction without getting distracted by, say, a dangerous predator or the fact that they hadn't finished their spear sharpening for the day. Then, the moment happens. The second you climax, your body triggers a massive surge of hormones called prolactin. Think of prolactin as the biological off switch. It's a feedback loop designed to tell your brain, mission accomplished, you can stop now. Prolactin actively suppresses dopamine. This sudden drop is what causes the fog to lift instantly. You are suddenly looking at your situation with 100% objectivity. If your actions didn't align with your long-term values, that clarity can hit you like a ton of bricks. Now, this experience is not identical to everyone, and biology plays a huge role here. So, for biological males, the prolactin surge is significantly higher, which drives the physical refractory period. It's a total shutdown of the system. This often results in a cold or detached clarity. For biological females, on the other hand, the drop isn't usually as aggressive. Instead of a total shutdown, women can often have a higher sustain of oxytocin. This leads to a clarity that is more about emotional reflection and bonding rather than the I need to leave this room right now feeling that men sometimes report. Interestingly enough, about 30 to 40% of people across the board have experienced postcoital dysphoria, that sudden wave of sadness or irritability. It's essentially a hangover from the massive chemical high that you were just on. For anybody who's actually ever experienced a hangover, you know those are not pleasant. Now, as we age, the clarity game changes. In our 20s, it's often driven by high intensity dopamine and quick recovery. But as testosterone and estrogen levels shift with age, the post-climax window, often called pillow talk, becomes more important for relationship sustainability. Research has shown that long-term couples who stay in that post-climax space together for about 40 minutes experience synchronized oxytocin peaks. In this particular context, clarity isn't about regret, it's a biological window for building trust and intimacy that keeps a relationship alive for decades. It shifts from an individualistic realization to a communal strength. So, bottom line, post-nut clarity is a masterclass in how hormones control our perception of the world. It's your brain's way of bringing you back to earth so you can focus on the big picture of your life. Whether it's helping you realize a partner isn't right for you or helping you bond more deeply with the one who is. That moment of clarity is one of our most powerful psychological tools. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the human perspective, please remember to like and subscribe on your way out so you don't miss our next video. And again, if you want to support the channel directly and help me produce these high-effort breakdowns and deep dives into different perspectives, please click the link below at buymeacoffee.com / Perspectives with Jerry, because every little bit helps me here. I want to thank you all for being here and staying to the end. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a comment below of either your most serious moment of clarity thereafter, or maybe your silliest moment of clarity thereafter. Both should be entertaining, and as a reminder, I do reply to almost all comments that I get. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.